An Idaho couple faces months in jail and/or thousands of dollars in fines if they refuse to perform same-sex wedding ceremonies. Donald and Evelyn Knapp are both ordained Christian ministers who run the Hitching Post Wedding Chapel in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. The city claims its non-discrimination ordinance requires the Knapps to violate their Christian beliefs. And joining us now with analysis on this case is Jennifer Marshall, the vice president of the Heritage Foundation's Institute for Family, Community, and Opportunity. Jennifer, unfortunately, we are seeing more and more stories like this that many say really boil down to government coercion. Do you agree?
You know, it is coercion, and it's sad to see because we had been told by those supporting same-sex marriage that this was about live and let live, and that no one would be forced against their beliefs to conduct a same-sex marriage. And here, how quickly are we seeing it in Idaho, this outrageous demand that's been presented to the Knapps that they would face 180 days in jail and $1,000 fine for every day that they decline to perform a same-sex wedding. It's outrageous.
Wow. Well, it seems all these cases have civil rights and equal protection laws trumping constitutional freedoms that have been a cornerstone of our nation. Can they do this legally?
You know, nobody should be coerced to against their belief to we should all be free to speak and to act consistent with the historic understanding of marriage. No one should be coerced against their convictions. And so that's going to take policy. It's going to take policy at the federal level. The Marriage and Religious Freedom Act, introduced by Senator Lee and Representative Raul Labrador, would prohibit the federal government from discriminating against an individual or group because they hold to the historic understanding of marriage. Similar policy is needed at the state level to protect against just this kind of situation. You know, it's interesting, though, Idaho does have a Religious Freedom Restoration Act, and that is, you know, that the government should not be burdening the religious free exercise. It should, if there is another less restrictive way to pursue this policy objective. It hardly seems that coercing the Knapps into performing same-sex weddings is the least restrictive way to go forward.
And what's interesting here is not too long ago, voters in Iowa approved a constitutional amendment that upheld marriages between one man and one woman. So what happened?
Well, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals has tossed out Idaho's constitutional amendment defining marriage as one man and one woman. And that, combined with the non-discrimination ordinance having to do with sexual orientation and gender identity, is what is bringing this conflict with the Knapps. They should be free to continue to speak and to act consistent with their beliefs about marriage, as should all American citizens.
Now, people that are going to be seeing this interview all around the world, what can folks do on the grassroots level to make sure that incidents like this do not happen in their community?
Well, we need to be well informed about public policy and to be standing up and making the case about what marriage is and why it matters for our society. We also need to see better religious freedom protections at the federal level and in the state level. We need to take the long view and understand that this is going to be a very long debate about marriage and the future and freedom of all people to live consistent with their beliefs about marriage.
Okay. Jennifer Marshall with the Heritage Foundation, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.